So there's my Ruby Radiance card. It doesn't look perfect. I mean, I would work on this for a lot longer, but I need to crank through these video tutorials. So let me put that all in a folder now. I'm going to call this card 1. And I'm going to shift click on all of these shapes and move them into card 1's folder. So now that's all together. So let's move it up some more. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. So let's take that box we did here and let's duplicate it. So drag it into the note so it's duplicated. Again, what I did is I clicked and held and I dragged it into this little note icon to duplicate the layer. Now I'm going to move that out of the card 1 folder. So now I can click and bring that down a little bit and make another box for card number 2. And if I hold down Option and click and drag again, I can do that a third time for card number 3. Alright, so now I'm just going to start arranging things in their own folders. So let's make another folder. Let's call it Business Card 2. I'm going to drag Business Card 2 and okay, I'll drag that into here. I think this here is the shape I want, so I'm going to drag that into the folder as well. Okay. And now let's put the text layer in there. So I need to move the cards down to about right there. And I need to move the whole thing up a little bit. And let's change the border color by double-clicking on the stroke and then clicking on the color and selecting this orange. Great. Okay. And now I'm going to give it a title. I'm going to call it Orange Blast. Kind of cheesy, I know. I can be a cheesy guy sometimes. Okay. Alright. Now let's arrange the third business card images. Gonna move them down. Let's give it a title. I'm gonna call it Awesome Third Design. Great. Let's put all this stuff in a folder called Business Card 3. Let's just call it Card 3. And this one needs to be called Card 2. Okay, here are all my card 3 layers. I'm going to shift click to select them all and drag them into the card 3 folder. Now I'm going to rearrange this linearly so I have it all set up. I have card 1, I have card 2, I have card 3. I think they're all too big. It doesn't really all fit on the screen very well. I'm going to shrink everything by shift clicking all 3 card folders over here. See, I shift click all 3 cards. I'm going to hit Apple T. While holding shift, I'm just going to scale this down just a little bit to about right there and hit enter. And now I'm going to center it. Photoshop will snap it into the center. So I'm going to center it right there. And I'm just going to move all the cards down to give them more space. By the way, I didn't change the stroke on this, so I'm going to open up, double click on the stroke property, click on the color, and select that blue. Great. Let's click on the folder for card 2 and move it down. Great, so now all of the cards have a little bit more room. I like that. But now I've decided I don't like that gradient because it's blending into the background. So I'm going to change the gradients on all these boxes. Let me click gradient overlay. I'm just going to remove it. Let's keep it white. Okay. You can just uncheck it, or we can drag the gradient overlay into the garbage. Let's get rid of it completely. Great. So really I want to work on this more and make it even better to impress Andrew, me, but for the sake of speeding things up, I just want to show you how to save all of this as a PDF file. So go to File, Save As. Remember, I want a PDF document. So we want a Photoshop PDF checked, and I'm going to save this as master file. And then it's going to take you to this dialog box. Don't have this checked. You want to uncheck Preserve Photoshop Editing Capabilities. Uncheck that. Okay, the rest of it looks good. And I'm going to add a little bit of compression. I'm going to say I want high quality, but not crazy high quality. And I'm going to save the PDF. I'm going to give it some time to do its magic. And now it's going to open that up and let me see it. And there we have it.